Thing versus Jaina. Seal of Champions is going to be nice. Shielded Minibot's going to be nice. We'll keep... Oh, we've got a combo here, too. We can't turn one play both of these, but it's pretty cool. We might coin these both out on turn 2. We'll keep the seal. We'll put the Dark Scale Healer, and we're going to keep these 2 bots. And yeah, that guy's we've even got a 4-drop. Look at this curve. Look at all these Divine Shields we've got. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a Blood Knight. So let's see. We can coin and have either one of these first turn, or we can coin on the second turn and have both of them. It's unlikely that we're going to play the Humility on the second turn, so we can coin out Mech Warper, and then on turn 2 we have the option of we could play the Minibot for 1 mana, or we can save the coin. I think we can use it now because we just want to start hitting the opponent. We probably are not playing Humility. It would be really surprising if we played Humility on the second turn of the game. But we might end up doing that, and if we draw Abusive Sergeant, we could play him. We did not draw Abusive Sergeant, so we're just going to do this. This is fine. We didn't really get any extra value out of the mech costing 1 less. But that's not the reason we're playing these cards. We have these just because they're fine as 2-drops. And we did get to hit this turn, so that's the big incentive for coining this out on the first turn instead of saving it. His 2/3 is not going to be able to kill either one of these by itself, so he's going to have to use the power this turn along with his 2/3 if he wants to get rid of either of our cards, which means that would be a pretty weak turn 3 for him. So he uses this to break our shield. That's fine. We do have to send both creatures into this to kill it, and then our Minibot will die to his power. And I think we're okay with that. We're just going to play this 3-drop. So he can clear our 2 non-stealth minions, but we've got the Panther ready to spring out and kill whatever he has. We can even, if we really need to, make this into a 7/2. Although yeah, this guy does kill the Panther. We could just go face with the Panther if we want to. Then that would make our opponent maybe want to send his Chugger in here. This turn we can either Gilban Stalker and power, or we can just play the Silver Moon. I think we'll just get the Silver Moon out here. And we're going to go face with this. Who cares? If he wants to use Burn on our Panther, that's fine, I guess. He'll probably just use the Snow Chugger on it. It's not really the trade that we'd like to make, because we'd like to trade the Panther for a more expensive card. Oh, well, that's pretty good against Panther. Fortunately, he's killing it anyway. I don't think we want to use this just to get the +3 on this, because we'll lose the Divine Shield after we hit, and then we'll just have a 6/1 that dies to his power. But we will hit here. And play some guys. We'll get a, we want this? Yeah, we want this. And we'll play the Stealth guy also. Oh, wrong spot. That guy was supposed to go in the middle. I was not careful enough there. A lot of the time, it's not going to matter, but you want to put your cards with stealth or that are untargetable in between your others. Like if you have 3, the reason for that is some cards like Explosive Shot or Betrayal will have a effect based on the creature's position. So Betrayal would have the creature deal its power and damage to the 2 next to it. But if the one in the middle can't be targeted because of like stealth or something, they can't play the betrayal or the explosive shot on it. It's just an edge case that is sometimes relevant. This is pretty nice because we get to use Seal of Champions to gobble up his water elemental. That's the perfect use of our 6 damage there. And we'll put this out. I think we just hit. Sometimes you want to save the stealth on one of these, like you'd want to keep it stealth just so you can deal with one of their cards. But we don't really have to worry about this getting removed because it's not the biggest target. So yeah, there's a Frostbolt, but like this isn't the thing he's even going to want to kill if he has the chance. So we'd just be wasting 2 damage if we didn't attack with it. And this is a pretty good Mookless champion, although it could be better next turn. I guess we could play this now. So if we play Muster this turn, we're going to Muster and Reinforce, and we're going to waste a bunch of mana. Indeed. Yeah, we're just going to play the Mookla now. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have Flame Strike. I suppose we'll find out, though. And we're just going to start killing these spiders. The reason to start killing these off, like, because he's, you know, before he only had a 1-power creature out, now he still has exactly 1 power creature out. But the reason to start killing those is so that we do get some use out of our cards, because like right now he's blizzarding and he's going to finish these things off shortly. So this way we at least got some use out of our 2 creatures, whereas like if we just hit him in the face for 7, that wouldn't be worth very much. This turn I think we will Muster just because it's good to kill that. Oh, it's a better use of mana. It's a better use of mana to use our power, but we don't want to lose the Divine Shield to this spider, so we can save this guy a little bit longer. This lets us use our weapon to take out a 1/1/2, which is pretty good. This way he doesn't get to use the spider and the power to finish off our 3/2, so we actually have a little bit, we have something left over from the blizzard this way. Well met, indeed. He's going to get some Silverhand recruits, too. That's alright. We've got a good, really good card in hand here, and a pretty bad card, but this might matter if he has something big. That's alright, but we're not going to do that this turn. So we need to kill these 2 things. We need to kill these things. We're going to mess with Tusker. Hopefully we'll draw that 6-drop, the Gadget Zen Auctioneer, before we need to play this Humility, because then we can like at least draw a card with this. We could Humility this guy, but we'll probably just make this trade. Never mind. Well, okay, I guess we will play the Humility on here, just so that we can keep a 3/2 around. And we're gonna save the weapon. You usually, when you have a weapon, you don't just want to like throw away your charges by hitting them in the face, because his opponent's at 19. So you know we only got 2 hits left with this thing, and it would be kind of a waste of it to put them at 18 because that's just not enough. So you want to like save these for hitting their creatures. You know, we might need the 1 damage to finish off this Yeti or something, and it looks like we will because we're going to send a 3-power creature into it and a 1/1. So we actually, that's what we're going to use this charge for. But you don't want to throw these charges away on like nothing. And actually we're going to hammer this thing because it lets us draw a card and it lets us keep the 3/2 in play. That is definitely not what we wanted to draw there. That's kind of sad. Ugh. Well, I guess we'll play it. we'll just put it on this, and we'll just use this guy. This lets us save a weapon charge at least. I suppose it keeps us from taking 4 damage, although since we're going to end up playing lay on hands on ourselves, we don't really care about taking the 4 damage. But this does get the 2-1 into play. I guess he gets the 2-1 into play instead of a 1-1, whatever. We'll make a trade, we'll hit the face, we'll play this, the guy. Okay. Now that we have something that triggers from a spell, that'll be good. When we play the lay on hands, we'll increase our board presence by a couple 1-1s the turn we play this. So they're picking off our creatures. Our powers in this matchup trade pretty well, because if we use the hero power, then they just use the hero power to get rid of it. So if we get down to like a top decking war, the hero powers are pretty well balanced against each other, that like one of us is not going to get ahead, because we just, we make a guy, they kill the guy, we make a guy, they kill the guy, and nobody gets any kind of advantage going there. Yeah, it's time to just draw some cards. I think we've waited long enough on that. That's a good card to draw. That's a okay card to draw. But we're just going to make a 1-1 here, instead of playing the 3-2, since it will just have to bounce something else. This is interesting that this is actually has a cost of 1 mana, and this has a cost of 0. So if we were to play the Youthful Brewmaster, we'd want to return this guy because we can play him again for 0, or we'd actually have to pay to play this one. Mookless Champion's pretty decent. I think we're going to want that this turn, so we'll put him out. And then now we actually are going to do that old switcheroo with this thing, and we can even get an extra attack in with it. And we're going to be able to power here, and we're going to pump like 6 creatures with this, so that's worth quite a bit. So Mookless Champion adding we only pump 5 creatures, but adding +5/+5 to our board is really quite a lot to get out of a 1 Inspire trigger. That's going to kill the champion. Okay. And yeah, we're pretty far ahead there. Well played.